Thank you, Phil. I'd like to share with you Neil Muncy's biography, which has been edited, but it's still quite lengthy. Neil Muncy was born in 1938. He studied electrical engineering at George Washington University and the Capitol Radio Engineering Institute in Washington, D.C. He began his professional career in 1959 as a member of the technical staff of the Johns Hopkins University Applied Physics Laboratory in the areas of low-level analog instrumentation, radar, and other related communications research projects. In 1966, after further studies in physics and business administration at the American University, he founded SSI Inc., a company which pioneered the application of operational amplifier technology in large, custom-built multi-channel recording consoles and real-time and high-speed tape recording and duplicating systems, among other things. From 1968 to 1986, Neil was a guest instructor at the Eastman School of Music in Rochester, New York, participating each summer in the Eastman Recording Institute's one of the very first college-level courses in recording technology. From 1980 to 1989, he also served as one of the principal instructors in the Music Recording Workshop program sponsored by National Public Radio in Washington, D.C., where he's remembered on a page they have on the internet there. More recent seminar clients included the Harris Institute for the Arts of Toronto, the Fanshawe College Music Industry Arts program in London, Ontario, and the recording program at the State University of New York at Fredonia. Neil contributed to a number of U.S. and international patents, held a TEF license from the California Research Institute Foundation, and was a contributor to the development of the reflection-free zone control room design concept. He authored articles and papers on various audio topics and earned credits on several direct-to-disc, live jazz, and classical albums. Professional affiliations include the Acoustical Society of America, the AES, the Canadian Acoustical Association, and the Society of Motion Picture and Television Engineers. Perhaps the most enduring legacy of Mr. Muncy's contribution to the world of audio is his contribution towards reducing hum and EMI in audio systems. The term the pin 1 problem was first coined by Neil in his June 1995 paper titled Noise Susceptibility in Analog and Digital Signal Processing Systems, which appeared in the Journal of the AES's special issue on grounding and shielding, which became the best-selling publication in AES history. Mr. Muncy served as chair of the Washington, D.C. and Toronto AES sections, facilities chair of the AES International Conference on Digital Audio in Toronto, co-chair of AES Toronto's Audio Overview 2. He created the position of membership secretary of the Toronto AES section. He was vice chair of the AES Standards Committee SC 0505 Working Group on Grounding and EMC Practices. In 1997, Mr. Muncy was elected to the position of AES Eastern Vice President, which is the position from which I speak to you humbly today. In 2007, Mr. Muncy was presented with the Fellowship Award from the AES, which he shared that year with his colleague Phil Ramone and Bob Ludwig. Projects Neil Muncy was involved in include, but were not limited to, the reverberation and sound enhancement system for the restoration of the Elgin Theatre in Toronto, the sound recording studio for the Ford Centre for the Performing Arts in North York, Ontario, the analog disc mastering installation for Acoustic Sounds and Record Technology, Inc. in Camarillo, California, the design and development of the Reverberation Acoustics Project, the RAP studio for the University of Western Ontario's Department of Applied Music and Performance, and the design of multi-channel sound enhancement system for Toronto's Sony Centre for the Performing Arts, which was then the Hummingbird. And if that's not enough, other projects included the evaluation of the Eureka 147 digital audio broadcasting system with the CBC in the early 90s as part of the corporation's plan to implement DAB in its transmission grid, the yearly position of consulting sound designer for TIFF, the Toronto International Film Festival, a survey of off-air versus off-cable television audio with the goal of developing improvements at all points along the TV audio distribution chain, and research into the evolution of audio wiring and installation practices since the dawn of the telephone industry a century ago. He died on August the 10th, 2012. Neil Muncy left a remarkable legacy in audio, but I most look forward to hearing the recollections of those who knew him best tonight, to whom he was a great friend, collaborator, mentor, inspiration, and chef. He had the unique ability to help others see difficult concepts more clearly and inspire those around him to do better. So on behalf of the Audio Engineering Society, I would like to say thank you, Mr. Neil Muncy.